Welcome back to Over the Line Podcast. I am tired as fuck Gray, here with my co-host.
Equally tired as fuck. New father, bear.
Damn right. I guess that makes me Uncle Gray.
Yeah,
We
that
got
is.
Uncle Cody ain't here. We haven't seen him in fucking 2 months.
Yep, yep.
Son of a bitch.
Still uncle, and of course, Uncle Deb.
Uncle Dub. And we got the Bristol baby
Yeah,
and the Masters baby and
Masters
shit.
baby and Bristol baby.
Did you get to still watch the end of the Masters?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's the best
Oh yeah,
part.
we were texting, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching it. We were on our way to Dallas, so I was watching it in the car, pulled it up, and because we have Wi-Fi in the truck, and I just watching the Masters, and I'm like, "Oh, Rory's gonna miss his putt," and
Yep,
they're like, "What?" I'm like, "It's Rory," and just I'm like, "Of course he does." Like,
exactly what I said. I go, he's not. He's gonna miss this, and he did, but he got lucky and ended up winning. So
and I feel bad for Justin Rose, and I know we jumped right into golf without even fucking going over anything, but I kind of feel bad for Justin because that's the second time because he lost to Sergio
in the
in the
playoffs as well.
playoffs.
Yep, yep.
And now, do they always start with that hole in the playoffs at the Masters?
Yeah, it's always 18. It's 18, 18, and then 10, I think, is how they do it.
So, did they ever say why they do that? Like 18 twice and then 10 random? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I am not sure. I don't know why they do 10 because like I can see 18 twice. 18 is a tough hole. I don't understand 10. If it was me, I would have fun and go to one of the par five. I'd do like 18, 18, and 15 or something. Or I mean, some places will do par threes in there, or if you really want to, just make it 18 until someone loses. That's really what it should be. It makes it go by faster as well. And 18 is, it's an awesome hole.
well, and we'll get more into golf here in a second. Let's thank some people real fast, and then right into golf we'll go. Thanks to Wes Anderson for moments of time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on X and Instagram at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Wear Clothing. Visit allwearclothing.com, Mitchell Over Live Podcast, and Brandon. We'll go over that deal. And thank you, Brandon. Got me all the new Gray Key hats. I don't have any with me in here, but they're upstairs somewhere, and they look tremendous, exactly how I want them to look. We used the old Richardson hat. It can breathe in the top. It's got some holes in it. Everybody loves it. Looks good, all stitched on. So thank you, Brandon. He can do that same good work for you. Speaking of good work, thank you to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not.
Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you to Sparty Steve, Paper Denim Art, Gray Key Merch. We'll go into that too, first week of being gone. And last but not least, Connell Barrett at datingtransformation.com.
And make sure you get over to datingtransformation.com and get that free consultation from Connell when you mention Over the Line Podcast. In the meantime, get to amazon.com and buy Connell's book, Dating Sucks. But you don't.
So as we were saying, let's go back to the Masters. What happened to? So I'm just gonna kind of throw random fire questions at you because, as you know, I was pretty fucking busy all week, and didn't get to watch shit until Sunday when I was traveling.
Mhm.
Thursday we were traveling. I didn't really care to watch day one. I was focused on other shit, getting ready for the shows. Had one Friday, had one Saturday, and then Sunday we watched Sunday. But what happened with Bryson? I know he came out doing his thing, and then Sunday it just fell apart.
Yeah, he played well. He played well, and he was down three on Saturday, going to 18. Had about a 55-foot putt and drained it to solidify his spot in the final group, but also only be down by two to Rory going into Sunday, which obviously at the PGA last year was when Bryson beat Rory after Rory missed two short putts on 17 and 18 at Pinehurst. Everyone kind of thought, well, is he in his head, this and that, and can Rory finish? And Bryson, Rory comes out and doubles the first, and Bryson birdies the second. So Bryson already had a one shot lead after hole two, and then it all kind of fell apart from there. It just looked like his irons weren't as crisp. Driver wasn't bad. He hit some pretty good drives. His irons were just off. Seems like he was having distance control problems. And his putter let him down. He putted really well on Friday and Saturday. He putted pretty good on Thursday, but not as good as he did Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday he did not putt well at all. He had a pretty poor putting day, which attributes to a 75 at Augusta. But also, he hasn't won a green jacket either. So yes, he has two majors, but it's a fine. The Masters is different. The Masters isn't the U.S. Open or the PGA. It's just different, and I think it's a different kind of pressure that got to Bryson. Unfortunately, on Sunday, set up for what we thought was going to be Bryson and Rory battling all day, really turned out to be Rory just battling himself. Um, as we get to, but. Yeah, unfortunate for Bryson, but I mean, top five, not bad. He definitely could have won it. Just needed his putter needed to stay hot on Sunday, and it did not, unfortunately for him.
So how far was Justin Rose in the final group going in?
No, it was Bryson and Rory. Rosie was two groups ahead of him. Rosie had the lead Friday and Saturday. I'm sorry, Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday ended up shooting like 75 or 74, and he ended up being I think he was five back in the third to last group. And dude just come, I mean, he came out and he shot what, 66, I think. Had a great final round. Just awesome to see, just draining putts from everywhere. That's what Justin Rose has been his entire career, is just a top-notch putter, a clutch putter. I mean, Justin Rose was never the longest off the tee, always accurate with his irons, great short game, but his putter's just been the thing for him. And he did fantastic with that putter, and got him back in the tournament after he thought maybe after Rory shot a 65 or 66 on Saturday and Rose shoots a 75 and he's down by 10. I'm sorry, down by five. It was, he had no shot, which probably made him play loose. That's probably the best way for Justin Rose to do it. He got out there and played loose and got himself into a playoff. Well, kind of. I mean, he did get himself into a playoff, but Rory kind of put him in a playoff. So,
Jeremy.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Awesome. Yeah, so you're talking about the Masters, huh? That was incredible with Rory. That was
What did
great.
what did you think of the back nine?
Oh, I was worried. I thought he was gonna choke again, and he sort of did, but he got the win. That's all that matters. I was pulling for him.
The fact that after the turn he was up by four or five, I think I can't remember exact numbers, four or five, and then was down by one after 15 was insane.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely insanity. I was like, okay, I said Rory, not gonna blow this one. And I think after 10, I think DeChambeau bogeyed again, and Rory was actually up five or six after that and it was
Yeah.
even bigger lead. I was like, okay, I'm like, that's it. It's over. And man, I don't
Oh,
know what it was. His wedges just were brutally bad.
Dude,
Just brutal.
yeah.
I wasn't even watching, and I just looked down. I'm like, oh shit, Rory's got this in the bag. He's up, quite a bit. And I come back, I'm
Yeah.
like, what the hell's going on? Like, and then I turned it on. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I
As
guess I got to watch it.
as they always say, and they've been saying this probably for the last 30, 40 years, the Masters tournament doesn't start until Sunday on the back nine. I mean, we've
Hmm.
seen it how many times? Rory did it in 2011, leading by three and absolutely blew, triple bogey 10 that hits it out of bounds twice. Spieth up by four going to 12 and drops what I think two or three in Race Creek there. I think it was two. I can't remember back in 2016 or 17 and let Danny Willett win. I mean, it's just, the back nine at Augusta brings out in people. I mean, that's how Tiger won in 19. Tiger was down by two going into the back nine in 2019 and just, he put it together. Molinari did collapse a little bit, hit a couple into 15, but it's just it's the toughest thing. Like
Mm.
no, we have seen and will always see no lead is really safe unless you're 1997 Tiger and you win by like 15. Um, that was
That
probably the
shit
only
was
Yeah.
safe
crazy.
lead ever on the back nine of the Masters. So it was a hell of a tournament, and I am happy for Rory. I'm happy for
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
reasons.
Me too.
You could see it. You could see that it took such a toll on him. The last 5 years,
Mm.
he's been battling live. This has been a toll on him. All the chokes, all the collapses, especially last year against Bryson in the PGA, as we just discussed. And he needs this for his Grand Slam.
Yeah.
This is it. This is his life. Rory was the next Tiger Woods. Everyone forgets that. Rory was the next guy, and he won four majors in 3 years, I think. So it's one.
And he should have had five.
Yeah, it's one of those things that everyone forgets how hot you were at one point, and when you haven't won anything, yeah, and he's won a lot of tournaments, but
But it's crazy. It's been 11 years since he won a major.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's nuts, and it's not a lot of people. He was the second best betting favorite on the board, but he always is at these tournaments, and he always somehow blows it. Well, we should have known because he won the Players that got, he broke through there again, and he did it. He did. Though he had a 3-footer again on 18 that he missed, he did win it in the playoff. Which
Yeah.
even that 1.5-footer, I was like, oh boy, is he gonna make this?
It was a little
Um,
nerve-wracking
Yeah.
for him.
Oh, the
but
Did
amount
you?
of pressure that was on him though. That's just oh,
Pressure's real,
unbearable.
folks.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
there's only,
I was nervous just watching him, let
I mean,
alone
there's not many people on this planet who deal with pressure at all. I mean, Tiger would, but Tiger had some collapses. Tiger did lose some tournaments. Another guy who comes to mind, Mariano Rivera. Mariano Rivera is one of the best
oh
players of all
yeah.
time. The dude was elite, but guess what? He got to. He got to. It happened. Like
Yeah.
these
why'd
guys
you have to
are.
bring up? Why'd you have to bring that up, man? Too
I
soon.
Well,
Too soon.
I'm just saying it's compliment. I mean, same thing with Kobe. Kobe was an absolute assassin, but how many game-winning shots did Kobe miss? A lot. It
True.
happened.
Yep,
The
yep.
pressure gets to people, but I'm happy he did it. The second reason I'm happy he did it is so I don't ever have to listen to that shit anymore. Oh my God. If I had to hear about Rory winning a Grand Slam again, oh my goodness, it just makes the Masters almost unbearable to watch because that's all they talk about. Like we know, guys, we know Rory needs to win this tournament. We get it. So I'm happy. I'm happy he did it. So now I don't have to hear about it anymore. And we can go
Yeah.
back to enjoying the Masters and the entire tournament, not just Rory McIlroy trying to complete a Grand Slam.
Right.
Um, but for the podcast, we all had the same guy except Jeremy, and
Yeah.
Jeremy's live golfer decided to miss the cut.
Yeah,
Can't.
that was not yeah, that wasn't good.
He had a good round one, terrible Friday. I think he shot 78 on Friday. Pretty bad. I think he shot even. I think he was even on Thursday, and then yeah, 78 Friday or something like that. So 54 for him. Everyone else had DeChambeau. He had a 5. And again, Bryson could have easily had the 1 this week, no doubt. But we have our updated standings on that. So I have the lead with 32.9, Gray with 33.9, Parrot with 37.9, Jeremy at 39, Cody at 62.3, and Dub at 65.5. So this week we're at the RBC Heritage Open, Harbortown in Hilton Head, South Carolina. A staple tournament. This would be the tournament that everyone would always skip because it's always after the Masters. Well, guess what? They made it pretty much as the WWE would say, a PLE. So it's all guaranteed money. Top 72 players in the field for this signature event. $20 million on the line, $3.6 million to the winner. So we got a whole bunch of good ones in here. Rory is not playing this week. You know, Last year Scotty did. Scotty won the Masters and then came here to the RBC and won that. Rory is not doing that this week. He took off and well deserved. I mean, I think he deserves it. He probably had a lot of emotion that he would have had from this or from or last week. So I get why he's not playing, and I think that's fair. So I didn't see if there was a cut this week. I know some of these signature events do have like you got to be within 10 strokes of the lead cut, but I'm not seeing that anywhere. So we should be able to get all 72 golfers through this week from what I am seeing. So, as the lead, I am going to go this week with a guy who has some decent course history here, but guess what? His best friend just won the Masters. So, why can't he come and win the RBC Heritage? We're going with Shane Mike Lowry this week. Gray, where are you going this week?
I go with the same guy I picked last year at this tournament. He finished third last year for me. Hopefully he can bump it up to a 1. Patrick Cantlay.
Do you know, before we get to Jeremy's pick, Cantlay's course history here?
No.
3, 3, 2, miscut, 3, 7, 3.
Oh my gosh.
I
He's
think
been in
we're
the
going for a
top.
3.
He's been in the top 10 every year he's played, besides one where he missed the cut. And 4 of those years he was third.
Crazy.
Crazy stat. Jeremy, where are you going this week?
I am going Russell Henley.
He's close to home. He's a Georgia Bulldog, right near Hilton Head, South Carolina there. Not a bad pick for Henley. He had a disappointing Masters. Normally, he's a guy who's like a top 10 to top 20 Masters guy, and usually major guy, and did not have a good run at Augusta, surprisingly. So maybe he'll get it turned around here.
I hope so.
Turn around here at the Heritage. Does Parrot have a pick this week? Are you going to get that?
Yep, I just asked him, and he circled it on his little board. Probably can't see it. So
Nope.
Nick Taylor.
Nick Taylor, and shockingly, he hasn't picked him. I would have lost money on that one. But yeah, good for Parrot there. It's solid. Got some good picks this week at the RBC Heritage. Over to NASCAR. Well, someone won back-to-back weeks. Uh, Bristol, baby, Food City 500. Kyle Larson dominates. What did he lead? 196 laps, I think, or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, just
he's great.
dominated Bristol, and ended up winning. So Jeremy gets a back-to-back win. Goes Hamlin
Yeah.
Larson back-to-back weeks. Gets 2 1s in a row to catapult himself to the lead. Gray and I both had Denny Hamlin, who finished second. Also had a good run at Bristol. Trying to go for the two-peat. Did not quite get it done. Three-peat, excuse me. Did not quite get it done. Parrot with Christopher Bell got himself an 18 out of Tyler Reddick for dub, and Cody didn't pick, so he gets Josh Bilicki at a 39. We have no NASCAR this week for Easter weekend. We will be back
Mm.
the 27th at Talladega. Can't wait for that. So no NASCAR pick for us this week. Easy peasy.
If I didn't have a show next week, I was going to go to Talladega,
That's where is your show at?
Knoxville.
No, that's not even that bad either. That stinks. That's a close drive from Knoxville. That's probably a 2 hour drive, 2.5 hour drive from Knoxville to Talladega. That would have been
I,
sweet.
but I need to get back because Parrot's
Yep.
kid's first birthday is
Ooh,
Sunday. So
thanks for
Oh,
reminding me. I gotta buy him a gift. I gotta send him an Amazon. Thank you for reminding me, sir.
yeah,
Really quick, we'll do NBA playoffs here. Playing games are going on. Last night, the Warriors beat the Timberwolves and the Magic beat the Hawks. So right now we have your 4-5 matchup in the East is Pacers Bucks, 3-6 Knicks Pistons, 2-7 Celtics Magic. Right now, they're going for the 8 seed. We have Heat and Bull, or I'm sorry, no, they still have another one to play, don't they?
yeah, the winner of that will play Atlanta.
That's right. They still have one more, so we don't know. But right now, Miami and Chicago are playing, and Miami is up 11. Yeah, winner of that game will play Atlanta for the 8th seed and play the Cavs. I really hope it's Miami or Chicago because for whatever reason, Cleveland has not been able to beat frickin'
Yeah,
Atlanta this year. It's wild. And in the West, we have the 4-5 matchup Nuggets Clippers, 3-6 matchup Lakers Timberwolves, 2-7 matchup Rockets Warriors, and your 1 seed Thunder will be playing the winner of Dallas Sacramento tonight. Playing, who are they playing? Jeremy, help me out here.
Memphis will
Memphis,
will get the
yes.
winner of
Memphis
that.
and
Yeah,
the Warriors, yes. So Memphis will play the winner of Dallas and Sacramento. The winner of that game gets to play the Thunder. So
yeah, great matchups out west in that
I
first round.
I think there's great matchups everywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
I
it's
mean,
it's it's gonna be fun.
Pacers Bucks is
Yeah,
going to be
that's
a
gonna
fun
be good. That's
series.
gonna be really good.
It should be high scoring series. It doesn't sound like Lillard's going to play, which is going to be tough. Knicks
Yeah.
Pistons, they're a good team. They're sneaky. I think the Knicks are going to have a little too much, but I would not be shocked if Detroit
Yeah.
won that series. And I know that Boston's a 14.5 point favorite against Orlando, and I get that.
Wow, that's a lot.
Orlando's 2-1 against Boston this year. Just throwing that out there. I mean, Boston's going to beat them, but the series
Yeah,
might be a little
yeah.
bit closer. And dude, Orlando, man, what'd they do to Cleveland last year? They took them to 5.
Hmm.
They're a gritty team and they're a tough team. And
Yeah, they play good D.
Yeah, and Boston's been beat up this year, so they could really put a hurt on some of them. I'm happy that they don't get them. The Hawks aren't as physical at least, but for whatever reason, they beat the shit out of Cleveland. Nuggets Clippers is going to be fun, but
Hmm.
I think we're going to get a lot of Jokic there, no doubt.
Yeah.
Lakers T Wolves.
I'm looking forward to that. I think that's gonna be a really good series.
It should be the Luca show.
Mm,
But
yeah.
Could be.
and the I can see the Timberwolves. I can see the Timberwolves beating them. I
They've
can
been
see
hot.
it.
Yeah, they've been hot this last month.
Rockets Warriors is interesting. Warriors are actually a favorite to win the series as the
No
Sun.
way. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Wow.
Houston has been beat up this year, so I get it. I can
Uh,
see it,
Yeah, I think that's
but
just Warriors name recognition alone.
I think so too. I mean, I would not bet it. I'd probably be on the other side of that, but I could see it. The
Yeah.
Warriors have been a little. They've also been hot the last few weeks as well. So, but Curry, man, what do you have 3 points the other night? I think
Yeah,
he
that was
he was
just
one for 14 shooting. So if he
was
has
that
those
was
games,
against Houston, wasn't it?
it might have been. It
I
might
think
have
it
been.
was. Yeah. They doubled
Houston's the
him the
best.
whole game. They
Yeah,
just
and
they had a
Houston's the
great
best
game plan.
defensive team in the NBA. The Houston
Yeah.
Rockets. And then the Thunder, if I was the Thunder, the only team I don't think, I mean, I think they can handle Memphis. I think they can handle Dallas. I don't know if I'd want to see Sacramento. I don't know if I'd want to see them in there.
Yeah.
DeRozan, Levine can get super hot. Sabonis obviously is a double-double machine. I don't know if I'd want to see them. I think Dallas they destroy. Memphis probably be a good series, but they'll be able to outrun Memphis wants to run like they do, and the Thunder are more they're a better team to be able to outrun. So
I can't figure the Kings out though. On paper, they should be so much better. I just don't. They got so much talent. I just don't know why they're never putting it together.
I know
But
I think that would be the one that they want to watch out for.
yeah, yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun playoffs.
Absolutely, absolutely, it's going to be very good. I'm excited for it, and we should get some good NBA playoffs, and well, I'll be able to watch most of it. So. Um, for the NHL, right now the playoff bracket is, and this can change, but you have Toronto is your top seed in the East playing Ottawa, which is your number one wild card team. Tampa is your Atlantic 2, and they would be playing the Atlantic 3, which is Florida. Crazy good series. Your Metro 1, your Washington Capitals, will be playing Wild Card 2, Montreal Canadiens, and Metropolitan 2, Carolina Hurricanes will be playing the New Jersey Devils. I don't think that's going to be much of a series because what's his nuts is hurt. The Devils just aren't the same. Jack Hughes isn't going to be playing, so I think Carolina just rolls over them. In the West, you have the Winnipeg Jets playing the wild card team, the St. Louis Blues, who are just absolutely in fuego. I think they've won like 10 of 11 games or some shit to get into the playoffs. Like they
Oh,
are so
geez.
hot right now. I would not want to be Winnipeg, but I think Winnipeg does have the best team in the West. I just wouldn't want to see them. And then your Central 2 and Central 3, Dallas versus Colorado. Going to be a great series there. In the Pacific, Vegas is the 1 seed. They get to play the wild card number 1 seed Minnesota Wild. That's going to be a banger of a series. The Wild just got healthy, just got Kirill back and Jonathan Erickson Ek. That's going to be a fun series. And then you got the Kings and Oilers. Always good. The Gretzky series right there.
Yeah.
Always a good series between them. I think they played last year and Edmonton beat them in 7 to go to the finals. So they get that rematch in the first round. That'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, hockey. We got hockey playoffs. We got basketball playoffs. Man, there's not much better than this time of year. Not much better at all.
Let's see, the Penguins didn't make it.
Yeah,
They did
yeah, what
not.
happened to Utah? Didn't either. I was hoping Utah would get in there.
They
Darn
were
it.
close. They
I
were
know.
they were only a couple points
There
out.
and Columbus sort of made a run there.
Yeah, they were also there too. I was kind of hoping they'd make it over
Yeah, me
Montreal.
too.
I was rooting for them with the unfortunate Johnny Gaudreau, the Gaudreau brothers tragedy earlier this year. Tragedy.
Yeah.
I would hope that they would have made it for him, but they had a hell of a run. They got a really good young
Yeah,
team.
they do.
Columbus is going to be a tough out for the next few years.
So did they not make it?
They did not. No,
No,
no.
Okay.
they were close.
Yeah, they are out. Well, I guess technically they're not out.
That's
But
what I'm
they
looking at.
Yeah, sorry,
Also,
they
they still
need
have a chance,
They
huh?
need to win and yeah, they need to win in Montreal to lose. Montreal's tied in the first. Um, when does Columbus play though?
they must play tomorrow. Who do they play? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, they play the Islanders. Yeah, sorry, Columbus fans for rooting. I thought they were out because it had Montreal in the playoffs. So Columbus must have the tiebreaker then.
Yeah, they have to, and
Well,
they've
that's
won five
cool.
in a row, and Montreal's lost three in a row, so
Yeah.
Nice. So
they
yeah,
got a shot. They're
yeah.
big Hurricanes fans tonight.
Yes. The only thing is I mean, they have to lose in regulation. If they go to overtime, they get 1 point no matter what, and it's over for Columbus, unfortunately. So they need
Mm,
Carolina to win in regulation. It can't be an overtime loss because you get a point for that.
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully they do. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'd love to see Columbus in there. That would be really fun. So let's root for that. Let's root for Carolina. Get the old Blue Jackets in there.
Yes.
Go Jackets of Blue. Ooh. So
Um,
I had.
oh,
Go ahead.
sorry,
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna go over UFC really fast just from
Yeah,
last
go
week.
ahead.
We have no UFC this weekend either, so nothing there. Sorry guys, you can't listen to us announce stuff. But yeah, Volkanovski beat Lopez to get that featherweight belt back. And we had Paddy the Baddy beat Michael Chandler TKO.
Hit him up.
He destroyed him. Absolutely destroyed him.
And what him and Colby started getting into it, right?
Yeah, Colby sucked. Colby doesn't even deserve to be anywhere in that. I mean, that dude is so irrelevant. It's a joke. He had his chance. He's never beaten a top contender. Why does he continue to be there? Patty um shouldn't even entertain dumbass Colby.
It's time for him to fight some of the top guys. Not to say that Chandler isn't. Chandler looked good, like physically looked good. That fight, he did not look so good.
No, Patty just destroyed him. Yair Rodriguez did beat Patricio Pitbull coming over, first time UFC. Jean Silva did choke the Nazi out of Bryce Mitchell, maybe. We're not quite sure yet. But he did put him to sleep as promised. And Dominic Reyes knocked out Nikita Krylov with a sick right hand fading away. I mean, Krylov just face planted on the mat. It was awesome. So good fights. Good fights.
So before we get into wrestling, um, we had a lot of conversation about things. One thing going back to hockey, I don't know if you saw this. London Knights goalie Austin Elliott, he's in the OHL, finished the regular season with an insane 32-1 record as a goalie.
Oh my gosh.
I wish the Red Wings would fucking sign him. That'd be nice.
No shit. So that was kind of incredible to see. Um, there's a lot of shit going on. I read this to you. Jeremy, this might be for you. Did you see Netflix is going to be doing a Scooby-Doo live action series?
No, are they? That's great.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Love that.
Nice. Yeah.
Um, that'll be good. Going forward, the what do we got? We got a couple, a month and a half until the Dale Earnhardt documentary comes out. Looking forward to that.
Mhm.
Next week we got the NFL draft. We'll
Yes.
get into that next week, and it's going to be really fun to discuss that and see kind of what happens. How do you feel? So I want both your opinions, Jeremy. I'll ask you first. How do you feel about Colorado retiring Shador Sanders and Travis Hunter's jersey numbers?
Yeah, I was a little surprised, but Colorado's not really known for their deep history. I mean, so oh yeah, I mean, it's Dion, you know.
Is Cordell Stewart's number retired?
That's a good
No,
question.
Good question.
I don't think it is. And I think he is statistically the best Buffalo quarterback ever. Um, and I just, you know, you're
Oh,
right.
it's all Dion. If he wasn't there, they wouldn't be doing this.
You're right. Hunter, I'm okay with Hunter. Um, I mean,
And they both were only there for what, a year, two
two
years, right?
years,
Yeah.
2 years. Like I'm okay with Hunter. Um, I mean, I get it. I just don't get the Shador thing, but it is what it is. Yep. If it's Dion's team, he can 100% do that. So let,
Yeah.
let Dion do that. I don't care either way. It doesn't affect my life. It's strange. That's for sure. It's strange.
Yeah.
Ain't no doubt about that.
No doubt about it.
Ain't no.
So the trying to go back to all my some of my notes. I'm like way back months ago. By the way, it is the 16th when we're recording. If you've been following along with Stephanie's places, she had CM Punk week 1, Cody Rhodes on April 2nd, Rhea Ripley on April 9th. Haven't watched either one of those yet. Need to. But today, when we're recording on Wednesday, Stone Cold Steve Austin is the episode this week on ESPN Plus.
To start watching those. So you said this
Yeah,
will be the third one this week
this is
then?
the fourth.
Fourth one this week. Okay.
CM Punk was the first one.
Okay.
That's the only one I've watched so far.
Yeah.
We talked about Ovi last week getting the record. Um, that crazy stat, which this happened last year, but we kind of talked about this since RBIs became official in 1920. Only one player has had over the course of an entire career a game with 10 RBIs, a game with 6 hits, a game with 5 extra base hits, a game with 3 home runs, and a game with 2 stolen bases. And Shohei did it all in one last year.
I was gonna say Shohei did against the
Jeez.
Marlins. I remember
In
that.
one game. And so you're talking
He,
about nobody else has done that in a career.
yeah, yeah. He's on my fantasy baseball team last year, so that was fun.
I bet.
Didn't get him this
Uh,
year, fortunately. But I got Judge, and I ain't mad about that. Judge has had a hell of
no.
a start of the year, so I'll take it.
Lehman University baseball had a 42 game losing streak, and Yeshiva University had a 99 game losing streak. They faced off in a
Oh
doubleheader.
no.
Looking to enter the win column, Lehman snapped its skid with a comeback win in extra innings in game 1. Yeshiva earned the split in game 2 to snap its 100
Oh, that's
game
great.
losing streak.
Wonder if the teams got together
I
beforehand.
was
Like, hey,
I was just gonna say that. Did they agree on that one then?
yeah, a little friendly.
Hey, please, we
Well,
need
good
this
for both of
win.
them.
And I know we're right, and I know we're going to get into WrestleMania. But Jacob Fatu now holds the 4th longest undefeated streak in WWE history since debut.
Nice.
Who are the other top 3 ahead of him? So
Ooh,
this was a few weeks back. Jacob Fatu is at 283 days. He's a little more than that now.
You said before the first WrestleMania?
No, just
just in
who
general.
he has the longest, 4th longest undefeated streak in WWE history. So not counting Goldberg because
Yeah,
he was WCW.
right.
Hmm.
Boy, I'm trying to think.
How many matches was it again?
I don't know how many, it's days. So
Oh,
it's just
days.
in
Okay.
days of being undefeated. So there's 3 other WWE wrestlers ahead of him.
Um. Hmm.
Mr. Perfect had a little streak. He was perfect after all. Was he one of them?
Not him.
Oh, darn it.
Jacob Fatu was at 283 days when this came out. So this is a couple weeks ago.
Brock Lesnar.
No.
Ooh.
What about Kurt Angle before he lost to Taz?
Nope.
No? Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think the obvious ones aren't there, like Stone Cold lost, Kane lost.
Yeah. It's
Um,
probably like Tatanka or someone we're not even.
Taka's up there.
Yeah, okay. I
He's
remember he was when
he's
he
number
first came
2
up. Okay, okay.
at 637 days. So
Are
we
you
need
kidding
number
me
1
for
and
Tatanka?
yeah,
Good
we need
Lord.
number 1 and number 3.
All right. Who else was
um,
like I'm trying to think of the old vignettes they would have of superstars and then they wouldn't lose forever.
Number 1 is 4,500 days ahead of
What?
Tatanka.
Oh my gosh.
So he didn't lose for basically 2 decades.
Bruno
What?
Sammartino.
No, because he lost early in the career.
Oh,
A
okay.
good thought.
Yeah, I was going like old school too, like
It's old school for
Bob
sure.
Backlund,
Mhm.
Iron Sheik,
Think big.
big. Like big as
Andre
in figure. Oh, Andre, yeah. Yeah, good one.
makes sense.
All right, number
Was Hogan
3.
his first loss then?
I think so technically. Um,
Yeah, I bet it was.
the and number 1 or number 3 is a current
Oh, oh no. Okay.
wrestler, but not in WWE.
Okay, I was gonna say Ultimate Warrior, but that's so he's in AEW. Well, he could be in TNA.
Edge,
He's in it.
AEW.
He's AEW. Who'd you
Edge.
say? Nope, not Edge.
Edge. Double J?
Nope.
No. Ah.
If you remember his run in WWE, you're like, oh, you'll be like, yep.
AEW now.
They don't know how to use him in AEW like anybody
They don't know
else.
how to use anybody. That's not a helpful. That's not a
Uh,
helpful tip. I
he has a smoking hot wife.
was gonna say Rusev, but he's back. Oh, he's back with WWE now.
Is he?
Oh, it's Rusev.
I'm pretty
Okay.
Yeah.
sure I'm pretty sure I heard he was back with
Yeah,
WWE.
yeah, he's back with the WWE.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Okay, well, see, it tells you the times I'm caught up. Has he been on TV?
I don't
No, I
think
don't think he's been on
so.
TV yet.
That's the
He just
thing is
signed?
yeah, I didn't know. I know he was, yeah, I know for sure. I just heard he was coming back and it wasn't by bullshit Meltzer and stuff. It was
Yeah. There
real.
was like a rumor that he might face Orton at WrestleMania, but I don't think it's gonna
Yeah, that's what
happen.
I
I don't
heard
know.
because Orton, because well, KO's hurt, so someone thinks that he was going to fill in somewhere.
Yeah. Man, I
So,
never would have guessed
because,
Rusev though. That's incredible. But he was a
so,
monster though.
and isn't Aleister Black coming back too?
Yeah, that's the other rumor against Orton.
Exactly. That's what I hear rumor wise too, which I know I've heard he's not happy at all in W or AEW, excuse me. So I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
but they're saying, should Andrade, who came back, be a cautionary tale for those two? But I think Andrade's
Hmm.
where he wants to be. I mean, they have so much talent, but Hunter knows how to really use people. And they
Yeah.
Exactly.
talk about, like Kevin Owens talked about, when he attacked Cody off camera, he's like, that was Hunter's call.
Oh yeah, I heard
Like, and
about
he's
that.
like,
Yeah.
and it played out. Like they're like, Hunter just, he's a superstars leader because he
Hmm.
Yeah.
was one, and he listens to people and he makes them think about it, and he's very, very keen on details,
Which is that's
Yeah.
as we
what
see.
he should be. Yeah.
He talked about when he called Cena about going heel. He's like, what do you think about going heel? He's like, whatever you need. And I'm like, yeah, I could see it. So,
Yeah. Which is
um,
the opposite of AEW, what they have right now.
dude, it's crazy right now. Um, we talked about this a little bit. First time in NHL history, the four US based original six teams have all missed the playoffs in the same year. The Rangers, the Bruins, the Blackhawks, and the Red Wings.
Yep. That's a shame.
It's so
Yeah.
weird
Uh,
that they're all
rest
not good
right.
right now.
The WrestleMania is going to be 9 hours each day. 3 hour pre-show, 4 hour show, 2 hour post-show.
Yep.
So 18 hours of double E. And here I'm going to round out with this. So this was a good trivia question, and it's kind of I was like, okay, it's a trick question, kind of. What MLB player broke up a record 81 no-hitters with a home run? You got to think about it because it's
Wait, say that again.
what MLB player broke up 81 no-hitters with a home run?
I
In the
mean,
world? That sounds like it's like a riddle.
well, yeah, in a technical, it's got to be someone who has a bunch of homers. I mean, in a technical sense, breaking up a no-hitter could be someone batting
Oh, I see what you're.
third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're
You're
meaning.
on the
So
right track.
Okay.
I'll go with barreled bonds.
Nope, barrels. I like that. Barreled
I know,
bonds.
I love that. Yeah, it's got to be a power hitter. Let's go a little outside the box. Manny Ramirez.
Nope.
Oh,
Think leadoff hitter. You were on the right.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think.
One of the greats. He's fast. Was fast.
Ricky Henderson,
Ricky Henderson.
Really?
rest in peace.
Wow. Yeah, one of the greatest.
That's insane. Smart though.
So that is the we can go into some WrestleMania. So I guess we got to figure out
Really,
which
really quick,
McMania this is, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, really quick before you got there, I just wanted to go one more thing that was
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of big news over the last couple of days. As I call him, Nico Amaliva, Tennessee,
Oh
um,
yeah.
got pretty much got dropped by Tennessee. Said that he was holding out, which is new age college football, holding out, and had other NIL deals out there, and coach said, "All right, you're done. We don't want you. Cut him off the team." So. Nico Amaliva, before he even finds another NIL deal, goes off the team. And then, by the way, Tulane, who was going to give him 4 million, backed out and said no. And there was one more team who backed out and said no thanks. So now it's down to like UCLA, and he's probably not going to get the
Oh
same
wow.
NIL money that he was getting at Tennessee from UCLA. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, this really backfired on him.
yeah, I mean, dude, they said he was making $46,000 a week on his NIL at Tennessee. $46,000 a week,
Man, that's
guys.
good money.
A week. That's insane money. He's
Yeah.
making 2 million a year as a college athlete playing football, and he wanted 4 million.
Mm.
What about that kid from LSU too?
Oh yeah, Lacey, I think, the one who killed himself.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
sad. Very sad.
Yeah, unfortunately heard about that. Sounds like he got caught up in some wrong stuff and took his
Yeah.
took his own life, sadly. Yeah, it's draft is we'll talk a little bit about the draft next week, because the draft is at the end of next week. But we'll get
I'll be
into
able to watch round one. I'm excited
yeah,
from my hot tub on the lake.
nice. I'll be able to watch
Yeah,
round one too from my living room with a screaming child.
nice.
But
Love
I'll be able to
that.
watch it.
Well, I was going to tell you that because I did mention I was going to talk about the big Great Key Adventures. We did
Oh yeah, yeah.
a couple weeks back did the I almost said farm to wreck the country and ran into some issues, but it ended up being fine. And then this past week we left on Thursday and drove to Athens, Georgia. We were basically near UGA at the Georgia Rodeo with the Red Clay Strays and Zach Top. Zach Top is on fire, shooting to the moon right now, and had a great show. It was awesome. And then Saturday we drove overnight. We stayed in Georgia, west side of Georgia, and then went to Auburn the next day for the Auburn Rodeo, and that was a great show as well. Same acts. And then Sunday we traveled, watched the Masters, watched Bristol, and traveled to Dallas and stayed in Dallas. Went and saw some of our merch friends in other groups, and all got together. Got to see the Boss Man for that because with the big stadiums we work for somebody else. So we got to see him and some of the other guys,
Gary
and
Jones.
yeah, and on Monday I did get to I hadn't been there since Bear and I went with the wife in 2011 to Cowboys Stadium. Forgot how massive that fucking place is. And I walked around that whole damn thing. I think I had in like 40,000 steps that day. Um, it was cool and surreal. I had never seen AC/DC like with Angus and Brian Johnson. It was pretty cool. And a lot of my people that work for me got to be on the floor and experience the floor. They had never experienced a floor stand before, where you're out where the music is.
Mhm.
And they did it. Parrot's out with Willie Nelson right now. Of course, he's been gone for two. He's been home one day since April 3rd, and he's going to be home 2 days. Uh, when he gets back, he'll be home 2 days, and then we leave, and then when we get back, he's home for another 2 days, and then we're gone for 3 weeks. So bless Parrot and his wonderful wife and baby, because it's a lot to do. And I'm not here often either. I'm here this whole week. Got home this morning at 6:30, took a shower and went to my office. But it was neat to see Cowboy Stadium. And then after the show, I mean, it was a great show. It was a fun show. And we left. And so you have to park in the old Rangers parking lot, and they shuttle you over on buses.
Mhm.
So we come out, and we entered into the employee section, and we came out the other side of the stadium. So we're like, oh shit. And so we were gonna walk around. We said, oh no, we'll walk to the car. It was a mile. And granted, it's 2 in the morning, and we're walking a mile to the car, and it's windy as can be in Dallas, so it's cold. Even though it was like 87 that day, it was cold at night. And then we went over to Pancho's Tacos, and the four of us ordered 30 tacos because they have a 30 taco plate, like legit Mexican tacos.
Oh yeah, the good
And
stuff.
the good stuff. And it was fantastic. And then we went back to the house, all kind of talked until, 5 a.m., got 4 hours of sleep, and left at 10 o'clock. Hit the road 10 a.m. on Sunday, which is 11 o'clock here, and we got home at 6:30 this morning.
Right.
Um, yeah, it was wild. I got 1 hour of sleep last night, so I told Jeremy, I told Bear I dozed off at 7 o'clock tonight until 7:28, because I am
Oh,
exhausted,
yeah, I
you know.
bet. Yeah.
But I got a lot of work done on that 17-hour drive. I was able to get a ton of work done and caught up, and we've got some adventures coming up with Rock the Country again next weekend in Knoxville, and then we're home for a couple days, and then we got a big run. We got Metallica in Nashville for 2 shows. We've got them at Virginia Tech, which is a massive show. We go straight down to Florida for Kid Rock and Nickelback, then straight up to St. Louis for Post Malone, and then catch flights to Cali to do Luke Bryan for 3 shows, and then
Wow.
come back to Nashville for AC/DC.
So you're
And
Oh,
then
you're pretty much on tour.
I am with
It's
several
crazy.
different bands,
Yeah.
and then I'm home for um 3 days, 4 days, and then I got AC/DC in Cleveland, and then Nickelback and Kid Rock in Pennsylvania, and I might have some others right after that, but still working on that. And then we're busy. We've got Morgan Wallen coming up. We've got so many things going on this year. It's a blessing for us to be a part of it, and we love it. It's a lot of fun. I get thanked profusely by people, but it's like, you do your work. I'm gonna take you to these shows, and I just appreciate that they're a hardworking team, and the other teams we get to work with too on the big stadiums, and I know they're appreciative. So I always want to treat them right. And, you treat your people right, they're always going to be loyal to you no matter what, even if you have the best shows or not, maybe not the best. And look who we got. Speaking of which,
Yeah, right on
well,
cue.
live from a show.
Live from Huntsville, Alabama, baby.
We were just talking about shows in our schedule, and I did mention that you're out there with old Willie.
Yeah, I just had to go take Matt to El Roberto.
You had to take a
Hold on, it's
Adderall
gonna
to
get
El
loud for
Roberto.
2 seconds.
I mean, Willie's not
An
that loud
ad.
anymore. Oh, you had to take an ad.
No.
you know what
All
they say,
right, we're clear now. We're backstage.
You know what they say, Parrot. Don't smoke weed with Willie Nelson.
No, they say that about Snoop Dogg.
No, Willie's word. Snoop said he couldn't keep up with Willie.
He don't do that no more, so we're
He's like,
good.
I've only got outsmoked by one person, and y'all know who that is. I couldn't keep up. He just kept smoking.
Robbie just gave our good old like 500 things, so I got to go dig a couple trash or a couple grocery bags out of the trailer.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Hard-working man right there.
Oh,
Hardworking man was still able to join the podcast.
Perfect time because
Oh,
we were just about to get right into Parrot's favorite.
Perry, you still with us, or you lose internet in the trailer?
hold on. I gotta grab bags real quick.
You need an
Damn it.
earpiece so you can just call in.
Well, I had headphones, but I left them at a hotel.
Sounds about right. You lose everything. We found another one of your credit cards in the truck.
I know where they're all at. They're all in there.
Yeah, they're all under that seat because I lost my vape into one of those, and we had to undo the stuff so I can get my vape.
I don't even bring them with me because they're all on my phone. I
Your
can't
That's
lose
valid.
them if they're safe in the truck.
But not every place has tap.
99.9% of places do.
Is that a fact? Seems
No,
like a made-up
that
number.
percentage is really high. Hey, Parrot, did you know
Or 99% of places.
69.69% of stats are made up on the spot?
Parrot looks like he's stuffed in a closet somewhere. How close?
I am.
Yeah, or
in the dark.
or in a trunk of a car or something.
Parrot, blink
Hey.
twice if you need help. We're not going to help you because we're far away, but at least blink twice so we know what to tell the authorities.
He was a good man.
His wings just got him into trouble that day.
That and every other day.
I know you've been gone, but I swear to God, the other day I saw some motherfucker who looked just like you driving in a truck. I'm like, that might be Parrot. And I know you weren't here, but I'm like, that looked a lot like Parrot. So I'm pretty sure you have multiple doppelgangers in this world. I know because Greg took a picture of the other ones, but
Yeah, those two
it's a
guys that were
baseball
you.
game.
It's okay. I was with our good buddy Kyle the last couple days, and he every time I see him, he's like, "You are literally Josh's doppelganger," and I hear it all the all the time, and I have no idea who this guy is, but I believe him.
You are definitely Josh's doppelganger. Well, since you're backstage, you probably can't talk right now, right? I'm gonna lose him in the building anyway.
Yeah. There it is. There he is. He muted it.
He's just walking. He's walking. Hey, we're getting a play-by-play. He's walking to a stand. Look at it go.
We might get Willie
Yeah.
on this podcast this week.
Yeah. That's how he covered something up.
Dude,
He's just walking.
So yesterday our stand was right on the side of the stage, and my ears are still ringing from how loud it was.
I bet. Did he? Has he gone
I
on yet?
never realized how short. No, the show just started.
Oh, okay. So he probably
Willie?
goes on here in a bit.
Tammy Nielsen just got done. Willie goes on at 8:15.
All right, and I know you're Central Time right now. For us, it's 8:49. So
Yeah.
in about
TV
25
here.
minutes.
Thompson down there.
Here,
Oh, look at it! There he is. There he is. All right, you got it. Do you got a stat of the day for us?
stand of the day. 350 times Tony Gwynn faced Tom Glavine, Greg Maddox, and John Smoltz and only struck out 3 times. Stat of the
Which
day.
is insane. Stat of the day. Robbie on the lobby on the spot.
Oh my
love
God.
it. And then just at the end of it, stat of the
Who is
day.
What up? Oh my
What up?
God! What's up?
You guys are live on the podcast.
Yeah, you're on the podcast.
Oh, this is so fun. I didn't know you did a podcast.
We've been doing a podcast for 5 years.
You
You didn't know about this?
No.
I get another stat.
And
Oh. Here's another stat. I have 5 friends in the United States, and 2 of them are here in Alabama, Greenbow, Alabama, as we speak.
Robbie in the lobby with the stat of the day. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I like how
It's about
so that-
nothing.
Is it Seinfeld?
It's like Seinfeld.
yeah, this is like whose line is it anyway? You know, the points don't matter, and we just bullshit it the whole time.
Most of the shit's made up.
Most
Like
of the
Parrot
shit's made
stats.
up. Yeah, like Parrot stats. Yeah, 99.9% cat. Bullshit. So you got another stat of the day? Jesus. Anyway, so the people that kind of just jumped on and were like, "Who is this? Who are we talking to?" That was Chase and Haley, who we mentioned before. But that's just incredible. That's funny. Didn't expect that. So, Bird, it's your favorite time of the podcast, WrestleMania week. So we got to give our WrestleMania picks. You know, Chase should.
I'll text you.
Is Chase right there still?
Yeah, Chase is here.
What you got?
Hey, Chase
Chase.
is doing my picks for me.
All right, perfect. Chase, we need you on celebrity picks.
Okay.
We're
What you
doing.
got?
We got to pick. We got our WrestleMania picks this week, so we'll just lead right into
Okay.
those.
Yeah,
All right. Bear, you got it. Go ahead, take it, Bear.
Yeah,
Well-
easy. Start off right off the rip. The War Raiders, Eric and Ivar, were champions against the New Day, Kofi and Xavier Woods for the tag team championship.
Hey, this is cool.
Do you sit on the podcast every
All right, am I
Raiders
going
for
first
me.
here?
I do.
Yep,
Yeah, go
you're
ahead.
up, Chase.
Your parents' picks.
Parents podcast day. I do a stand up day. New Day.
All right.
They don't know if
All right,
right or
New
wrong.
Day. I'm going War Raiders as well, Barrett.
Jeremy?
Okay.
Obviously.
Also, I got a request. Stump the Schwab. The Schwab wants to do a celebrity picks as well. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna give him
Yeah,
his
Schwab,
picks.
get Schwabby in
All
here.
right. Well, he messaged them to me. So, all right, I'm going New Day.
All right, have fun.
Schwab's going War
Who's
Raiders.
the celebrity picks?
Oh no!
In a couple minutes. Yes. They're going to their seats. They got like some front row
Oh, wow.
Oh, they got to get there. Well, at
Yeah.
least he got one pick.
We
in.
got one pick in there for him.
Maybe he'll be over
All right,
one.
so here's what we're gonna do the rest of the time. Left, right, left, right, left, right.
All right.
All right, if you say so.
Or actually, you know
thanks for
what? Screw it. We're going the left side all the way down.
CM Punk wins it.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go. He got
got
CM
two
Punk in
picks.
there. Celebrity pick, CM Punk. So we'll throw that in there. Hey,
Also,
Chase, just rip.
I'll
Just,
do this
just
really
throw
quick.
names. Go ahead.
John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Hornswoggle, and Doink the Clown. I got you.
Point the clown.
All right, you guys have fun later.
See you, buddy.
Yeah.
See you, Parrot.
Sorry for the shit show.
hilarious. Oh, you're good. It was good to see you.
I like that.
Okay.
What an appearance. We got stat of the day. We got to see Chase and Haley. Like
great.
That's
And
That was
a
great.
couple celeb picks. I like that.
he was on cue too with us talking about shows. Comes right in from the segment. Like did
Yeah.
not expect Barrett in the middle
Yeah.
of a show.
That was the most surprised. I would have lost a lot of money on that bet today.
Yeah. Barrett shows up on show day. What? But granted, they're not bending. They're just doing it's a different thing there.
I'm assuming you will get Papad's picks at some point.
Yeah.
And you can just send them to me. I can get them set up. Obviously, I got time. So.
Yep. Yeah, you do. A little bit.
So let's go to the next match here. Singles match: Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Still haven't figured out who that is yet. That mask is just so.
I don't know who that is.
I'm not sure who it is. Jeremy, to you.
Yeah, I don't know who it is either. So I'm picking him though. I think I'm definitely going with him, and then Schwab is going with. Who are you going with? He's going with Ray.
All right. The this kind of reminds me of
Hold on, Jeremy, who did Schwab have for the first match since you got him?
He's got the War Raiders.
Okay, I'm putting you guys in on under yours, but
Okay.
separate tabs here, so I can get all that taken care of. Sweet. All right. Sorry, great to you, Mysterio, El Grande Americano. Sounds like a drink at Starbucks.
I think I'm gonna go El Grande Americano too. Reminds me, what was that guy that kind of resembled Hulk Hogan but wasn't Hulk Hogan?
Wasn't that who the hell was that?
Wasn't the Patriot?
Or
was it the
was it
Patriot?
Mr. America or
Yeah, Mr. America.
Oh
that was it.
yeah.
Mr. America.
yeah, which was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
I know that you Hulk Hogan, and then he comes out. So good. So good. Oops, what am I doing here? Yeah, and I'm also going with I'm sorry. Parrot gets Rey Mysterio. It is on the left side here. I'm going with El Grande Americano as well. Ray loves to put people over at Mania. It really doesn't matter. So, he will. Night one, third match it has on here. These probably aren't in exact order, everybody. Sorry for that. But we have Jade Cargill against Naomi in a singles match. I'm going Jade in a squash here. Parrot is also going Jade because she's on the left.
I asked Peapod for his picks. He said, I don't wanna. So we're gonna get him soon. I'm also going Jade in a squash.
Yeah, and we're both taking Jade as well.
All right. To the fourth match. LA Knight, your champion, against Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. Jeremy and Schwab.
I'm going with Batu. Schwab's going with LA Knight.
Yeah.
Boo. Boo. Schwab.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
no, Fatu, man. Got to keep that streak alive. Dude, shoot that guy to the moon.
Yeah, I knew you were going to take him. I already had it in there. Parrot is going LA Knight because he's on the left. I am also going with Fatu. They need to get some sort of title on him, and it's going to happen here. Next match we have the WWE Women's Championship single match. Tiffany Stratton, your champion, versus Charlotte Flair. Pretty good build up to this. I really liked it. They said they went off script and they were shooting, brother, about the whole Ludwig in her DMs and all that, blah, 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 blah. We all know that it wasn't, but hey, it's good. I like it. Um, I think everything with Charlotte, this is just going to push out more. It's going to be a longer feud. I think Tiffy wins. I think she cheats somehow and keeps her title. So Tiffy for me in an upset. It even has champion. Parrot is also going Tiffy because she's on the left.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the one with that's not as plasticky. So I'll go with Tiffy as well because it's Tiffy time, and I just don't want to see Charlotte win another title. I've been sick of her for years.
Well, I love Charlotte. I'm going Charlotte, and Schwab's going Charlotte. And Schwab also has something to say about the last match. He thinks Solo will cost Fatu the match.
Ah,
So, a little
that's
clarification there.
okay, I could see that.
Interesting. We have the champion, the World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther, against your Royal Rumble winner, Jey Uso, in a singles match, Jeremy and Schwab.
Boy, I've been going back and forth on this one. I just, man, Schwab's picking Gunther. I think I'm gonna go the other way though. I don't know. I don't know. I have no re good reason for it. Uso, he won the Rumble. I think he's gonna just have to win the title here.
Okay.
Peapod, let's go backwards real quick. Peapod's got New Day. He's also got Ray, Jade, Fatu, Charlotte, Gunther.
To Gray, Uso and Gunther.
So yeet! Gunther's gonna win this match.
Right. The switch up there from Gray.
Yeah.
Parrot has Gunther because he's on the left. I I think that I think they're gonna push. I think Gunther needs to be elsewhere. I don't really think they have an opponent for him, so I don't know what they're gonna do or what it is, but I do think Uso gets the title and it's not gonna be held on too long, but I think they are gonna give him the World Heavyweight Championship just because he's so damn hot. I wouldn't be surprised if Gunther got it back at the next pay-per-view, honestly. Like they might give it to Uso for a month. But yeah, we're gonna go Uso here to get a belt, get his full WrestleMania moment. And most likely the main event of day one gonna be an absolute banger.
It
Roman
is the main
Reigns,
event of day one.
CM Punk with Paul Heyman versus Seth Rollins in a triple threat match.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Roman shoved him in the face.
yeah, this will be very interesting. Man, I don't even know. I feel like all these guys have an equal chance to win this. I think Heyman's going to screw over Reigns in some way, but at that time, Punk will blow it, or Heyman will screw it for Punk. So I'm like, I think Rollins honestly steals this match out of nowhere. I don't think a lot of people are going to be picking Rollins here, so I'm going to go Rollins. I think he's going to steal this match somehow, and then really set up a Roman and Punk feud towards SummerSlam. Rollins will just get the win and probably get out of there.
Right.
Him and CM Punk stuff have been, I don't know. It's still
Uh,
out there, but who knows?
I thought the same thing that like Paul could potentially turn and be with Seth. Turn on both Roman and Punk. I could see that happening. Um, none of them need a mouthpiece anymore, not even Roman. He's pretty good on the mic at this point. And but I'm gonna go with my heart on this one. More my heart on my sleeve. Give CM Punk the damn win. Dude's been waiting years to main event WrestleMania. Give it to him. Give it to him one time.
I'd feel more confident if Heyman wasn't in his corner. I probably would have picked Punk.
100%. But that's why I think
Yeah.
that Rollins, I could see him winning. It makes sense. But and Paul dangerously turning on Roman and Punk and going with Rollins, so I could see it. But I'm gonna still go with the heart. Peapod is going with Seth Rollins.
Nice. I'm rooting for Rollins. I don't think he's gonna win, but the thing with Paul Heyman though over the years is he rarely gets involved in the matches, it seems like. So I don't know what he's gonna do, but I'm going with my gut. I'm going with Roman. Going Roman Reigns.
Thunderdome.
Schwab's going CM Punk.
Good man, Schwab.
All right. And that is night one of the Rumble. If they add anything else, we'll try
The
and get it
Rumble.
in. I'm sorry, of WrestleMania. Excuse. I was looking at the damn Rumble tag down there.
It's that dad brain.
Yeah. WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the Rumble. Sorry, WrestleMania. So we'll go to night 2 of WrestleMania. And we'll start with Jeremy and the Schwab. The first match on the docket. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, your women's tag team champions, against Bailey and Lyra Valkyria.
We are both taking Liv and Raquel.
All right. Liv and Raquel.
Yep. And so is Peapod. So is I.
So is Parrot because
They're all on the left.
they're on the left. And I'm going to as well. I think Liv and Raquel clean it up. Bailey and Valkyrie, I don't know. Don't make much sense. Don't make much sense. This could be the best match of Mania. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul in a singles match. Unfortunately, here I gotta go with Logan Paul. AJ is in business for putting people over, and he's probably going to do that and give him a hell of a match. Hopefully, he doesn't get hurt. But I think he's going to put Logan over here, and it does nothing for AJ to lose to Logan. The dude's obviously a star. So, Logan Paul for me. Parrot, though, he's going with AJ Styles because he's on the left.
And we said this before at Rumble. We saw that this could be a build-up and hoped this match would happen, and it's going to. I agree with you. He's basically got less than 2 years left. He said he's going to retire before he's 50, and he's not in the bid. He got the championships. He wished he was there a little earlier to have a run when he was younger, but he had his run. When he came in, he was hot. He's still a star at 48 years old, almost 48 years old, and but I think I agree with you, Logan. You're in one camp or the other. You can hate Logan, or he's a good heel. He's a great heel. He'll probably never be a face, and that's okay. But you can't deny, and I don't care if anybody says, "Oh, he sucks," dude. You can't deny dude's talent and how seriously he takes the business. And that's what's big about him. And I agree with you. Nobody loses here. They don't. It doesn't matter who wins the match. They're both
The
gonna.
fans
They're
really
both
win the
winners.
match.
Yeah, the fans are the ones that are going to win the match. So we've been talking about this for a couple years that we wanted to see this, and we're finally getting it on the biggest stage. And so I'm with you, Logan Paul, because AJ doesn't need it, and he's not in the business. He doesn't care anymore. He's there to put guys over because he's for the business.
Exactly. What about Papad?
Peapod has AJ Styles.
And Jeremy and Schwab.
Yeah, I agree with what both of you said, and so does Schwab. We're taking Logan. It's going to be a great match.
Oh, I think so. We have a fatal four-way for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. your champion, Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn versus Dominic. Jeremy and Schwab.
We are both taking Dominic.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes.
How about Papad?
Papad is taking Finn Balor.
And Gray.
And we're going to keep this going. Braun Breaker is the natural pick, but I think they're going to build up something because that's the guy I see being world heavyweight champion and who could beat Gunther. That would be a fucking banger. Those two going at it. Two hard, like old school, like hard hitters. I could see that happen. So I'm going to go. How's that? Miedo.
Well, Parrot's taking Braun because he's on the left.
Hey, all four guys have been picked already.
Yeah,
Somebody's winning.
I've seen
Yeah.
steam on Mysterio. I could see it happening, but I feel like it wouldn't be a long-term title reign because he just really doesn't wrestle that much. Yeah, I think they bring people over for a reason, and I think that Penta is that reason. Finn's the one that's kind of interesting here because I could 100% see him getting another run because his title run was originally cut short due to injury. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Penta here. I think the fans would love to see that.
Do we get a Phoenix appearance?
Right, and he does not beat Braun Breaker.
No, I don't think Braun loses it. I agree with you because they're going to keep him, clean, and I think that leads to him and good. Did you see that fucking spear, bro?
Yeah, it was insane.
Speared and flipped. Did you see that, Jeremy or Schwab?
No.
Oh my gosh, you go
I'll have
look
to
it
check
up when
that
we're
out.
done with the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looked like it hurt Braun more than it hurt the. Who did he spear?
Yeah,
Fuck. Why am I? I can't remember right now.
Oh, was it Carlito?
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Schwab saw it. He
Yeah,
said it was
and
awesome.
it was incredible.
It was
Like
insane.
even the guys holding the wires were like, "Jeez."
Yeah. Full sprint down the ramp. Nuts.
Dude's incredible, and the fact that he does the Frankensteiner, like he just, he's gonna shoot to the moon too.
Yeah, he's a freak
'cause
athlete.
You got to get people behind you, and that he is an absolute freak athlete. And can you imagine if Scott Steiner's kid comes too?
What it sounds like.
Man, wow.
You don't get drafted. I bet he'll be there.
Oh yeah, I agree.
In a Sin City street fight, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I like this. I think this will be a good match. Man. I like Priest here. I don't know what it is. Like I could see it obviously going either way. It's total 50-50, but I like Priest. Parrot and Chase took Drew Mac already. So to Gray.
I'm gonna go Drew Mac as well.
And Papat.
Drew.
And
Oh boy. Yeah, this is a good one. I think I'm gonna lean with Priest. And then Schwab's going McIntyre.
By the way, Schwab. Hey.
All right. A triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. We have your champ Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. Jeremy and Schwab.
Let's go Rhea Ripley. Schwab's taking Bianca.
Pod.
Todd is going Bianca.
Gray.
They've been counting her out this whole time. I think it's something here. The underdog. I'm going heavy underdog here. She gonna win. Io Sky, even though I would love to see Rhea Ripley win, because goddamn.
Well, and we have Parrot going with Sky because she's on the left. And yeah, for me, I like Bianca here. I think they give her belt back. I think Bianca beats Sky. I don't know what happens with Rhea in this, some sort of distraction maybe, but yeah, I think Bianca beats Sky in this one and gets her belt back. And your main event of night 2, a singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. You have the champion, Cody Rhodes, against John Cena. This is going to be awesome. I think the hype to this is going to be big fight feel. They'll give it a little Hogan, Rock stare down at WrestleMania 18 sort of deal for this to start, I bet. This is going to be fun, a lot of fun. And I think that it's time. I think the record gets broken and Cena does it. It's early enough on to where someone can chase him for him to give up the belt to Cody or somebody else later on down the line before he retires. So I'm going Cena here to win the belt, to break Flair's record.
So at this point in his career, you know, it's going to be it's kind of a different mindset where he's going to cheat and do all these things to do what he can to win. And Dwayne will probably be involved. Are we going to hear the glass shatter when Dwayne gets involved? Stone Cold comes. Stone Cold.
Well, he's
Oh God.
he's going to be there. I mean, he has already said he's going to be in Vegas for WrestleMania. No one knows what, but Stone Cold will definitely be there one of the nights.
It'll probably be this one because they're going to have that face off of Brock and Austin.
Him
See it
driving
happening.
him driving that four-wheeler down the ramp is going to be awesome.
I could see it. And, but I agree with you, Bear. I think it's time that the record is broken. So give it to John Cena, Doctor of Thugonomics. I wish he was doing that, but I get why he's not.
That'd be awesome. All right. Who does Mr. Pod have?
The pod has John Cena.
All right. Jeremy and Schwab.
All right, I'm going a different direction. I just don't think Cena wants it, to be honest. I'm going Cody, and what I would love to see happen, I mean, it's never gonna happen, but I would actually love to see Ric Flair come out and cost Cena the match, just to keep that, so Cena doesn't break his streak there. But
He's AEW now, though, isn't he?
yeah, probably. I don't know. He could do whatever he wants. So he's Ric Flair.
Shit,
But
Undertaker's skin's gonna drop in Fortnite on Friday. Hell yeah.
oh wow. Schwab's got Cena.
All right. Like it. Those are WrestleMania. That Orton match is still out there. He's supposed to be KO. He's hurt.
Yeah.
Rumor is maybe Nick Aldis finally gets into the ring. Obviously, he's been SmackDown's general manager,
I'd like to see that. That would be sort of cool.
but I could see it. So we'll see if we will see if Aldis gets in there. We get some sort of Orton match, but I'm guessing we will.
I'd be fine without an Orton match, though.
It'd be
That's
nice.
just me.
It'd be nice to have on. It'd be nice.
Nice. All right. Anything else?
I think that's it. Fun WrestleMania weekend coming up.
We're gonna figure out which McMania this is because I'm not sure which one it is.
69.
41, I think.
No, I know which WrestleMania it is,
Oh.
but which McMania it is. But maybe this should be a LevesqueMania.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
You gotta change it. That's right. It's not McMania anymore. It's
Levecchia.
Lavecchia. Levesquemania.
LevesqueMania. Levecchania. I don't know. We'll come up with something. But thank you to Wes Anderson. Thank you to Our Clothing, Crandall's Quality Landscaping, Connell Barrett, DailyTransformation.com, Sparty Steve, Great Key Merch, Favorite Dynamart. And as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good fucking night.
Get some sleep, homie.
I got a stat of the day. Again, not as good as the other one, though. WrestleMania 41 will host the first non-title singles match between two women in event history with no stipulations attached when Jade Cargill takes on Naomi.
In a bra and panties match.